But leadership doesn't start when everybody agrees with you. It starts when you're willing to move with conviction before the applause shows up. A lot of people aren't waiting on opportunity. They're waiting on someone to give them permission. They need permission to start, to speak, or to build, to finally take that thing seriously. Now here's the hard part. Nobody may ever give you permission. There may never be a moment where someone taps you on the shoulder and says, now you're qualified. Never a room where everyone agrees it's your turn. Sometimes you have to move before people understand why you're moving. And that's uncomfortable. Because most of us want validation before action. We want the call and confirmed before we obey it. Proof it'll work before we take responsibility for the work. But leadership doesn't start when everybody agrees with you. It starts when you're willing to move with conviction before the applause shows up. Now let me be clear. This isn't about arrogance. It's not about ignoring wisdom or refusing correction. The people who don't need permission still need accountability. They still need people who will tell them the truth. But there's a difference between seeking wisdom and waiting to be chosen, between being teachable and being passive. Some of us call it patience when it's really fear, preparation when it's really procrastination. I'm just waiting for the right time, when the truth is, we're waiting for enough people to make us feel safe. But purpose doesn't always feel safe. Sometimes it looks like taking the first step while your confidence is still catching up. Building before the audience arrives. Being misunderstood for a while. I can relate to that. That's part of it. They don't have to see it for you to steward it. They don't have to understand it for you to start. At some point, you stop asking, who's going to let me? And start asking, what's already been placed in my hands? That's usually where the next step actually is. Not in someone else's approval and what you already carry. You don't need permission to be faithful, to start small, to become disciplined, to build the thing you've been avoiding. And here's the part that gets real. If you keep waiting for someone to authorize your obedience, you get to blame them when you don't move. That's why permission is comfortable. It gives you a place to hide. Ownership removes the hiding place. It says, this is mine to steward, even if it's small and imperfect and nobody sees it yet. So no, you don't need permission. You need wisdom, humility, discipline, and courage. But you don't need everybody's approval to take the next faithful step. I'm Trey Easter, and this is a long game. Now go play your game.